Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Stock with Khan, and in this video I'm gonna be going through some of the Bitcoin stocks that I talked about a couple of days back in two videos. One day and then another day I showed where I started and called those stocks from the beginning, where they were, and now I'm gonna show where they are at this moment alongside Bitcoin. Other than that, I'm gonna be talking about one stock with about green energy, hydrogen ecosystem, and where do I see that stock going in the future in the next 5 to 10 years, and the power of these stocks globally as well as only in North America, as this company is North America origin based. So stick around, I think you're gonna like this video. So the first thing that I want to talk about is Canaan, the Bitcoin associated blockchain computing company. I brought Canaan into perspective and into discussion in my videos when it was trading around about 26. So exactly on 9th of March, I brought this into discussion, and I had this in my portfolio. I still have this since when it was trading at $5, and on 9th of March video I said that Canaan will double from here once the Bitcoin start to when the Bitcoin reach $60,000 and when it start to look for its new high. So right now if we look at Bitcoin, it's already here. So if we look at Bitcoin, generally we know the Bitcoin go higher over the weekend. This is what we have seen. But if you look at it, it's trading at 59. Now when I was mentioning Canaan at 26, Bitcoin at that time, which was 5 days ago, was trading at 51. So let's look at it when it was March 9. You see, it was here. It was just about here. Yeah, so 51, 52 Bitcoin was trading at this point, and I mentioned that Bitcoin will reach 60,000, then it will look for its new high, that will be $70,000. Still to this day, it's been 4 or 5 days, what we have claimed is right, but of course there is always some sort of correction possible. Just like yesterday there was a news that US authorities are investigating the biggest crypto exchange platform, Binance, and because of that you also see that yesterday there was you can see this Bitcoin reached 57, 58, and then it dropped to 56 again. It was trading then at 56. Of course now over the weekend it went back high, but this effect from the US authorities checking this platform of Binance had an impact on the exponentially Bitcoin associated mining companies like Canaan, Mara, and RIOT as well. And that's why yesterday Canaan had this exponential flow together with Bitcoin, touched its high, 52 weeks high, 39. You can see that here, and then it dropped back, correcting itself, and was sitting at 34.63 at the end of the stock market. Of course in the after hours it went back to 35, and I do believe if Bitcoin kept its flow till Monday and was trading around about 59.60, this Canaan in the pre-market on Monday, you will see this trading in 40s again, 39 to 40 again, very, very quickly. But of course you should do your own research. I'm just telling you that there is no going back for Bitcoin from this point onward. It's a decentralized currency, digital currency, no authorities involved. It's a peer-to-peer transaction. People love system like that. They don't want to be controlled by governments. They want to have a system where they can be their own bosses, and I think Bitcoin provides that for them, being led by such globally advanced companies like Tesla investing in Bitcoins. Other huge hedge funds are talking about Bitcoin being a global player on the long run, And that's why I think if you, being a retail investor, are not able to invest in Bitcoin being at this price quite expensive, you should for sure consider the Bitcoin manufacturing companies such as Canaan, Mara, and Asset. Because let's face it, Bitcoin at 60,000 being an asset is too expensive. So why not go to a manufacturing company like Canaan, Mara, and RIOT and invest in it, because they're also exponentially growing alongside it. So if you, for instance, have 10,000 US dollar in your bank and you want to invest it, so I would highly recommend, just like the other YouTuber as well as some of the gurus in the investing, they recommend that 10% of your money should go into cryptocurrencies. In that aspect, I would for sure recommend that you invest in those manufacturing companies, that 10% of your portfolio. So let's get to the second stock, that is Mara, and it's also one of my favorites. It's not as volatile like Canaan and RIOT. Mara is a slow player, but it's also giving you then that stability, because you get such a high standard volatility with Bitcoin. One day it's at 60,000, the very next day you see it's trading at 53, 52,000 US dollars. So if you are an average retail investor not having so much money, and then you get up in the morning seeing your portfolio being like a bloodbath, you don't want to see that. You want to be then invested in a company where there is not so much volatility, but the upside potential is huge. In this aspect, if you want to put this 10% of your portfolio being in crypto, I would recommend that most of this is then covered by stocks like Mara. Of course, you should always diversify your investment in this way. Not all of your eggs are in one basket and you don't get drowned at once. Mara has a market capital of 3.8 billion, is 52 weeks high was 49, and I would from here let's say claim that if Bitcoin keep on looking for its new high in the 70s, Mara could also reach from this point onward to 50 and beyond very easily. The last stock that is Bitcoin associated, and that is my favorite, is RIOT. RIOT has very exponential association with Bitcoin. It run very quickly and in very upward volatile fashion when Bitcoin gets its flow towards looking for its new high. RIOT does that. RIOT was yesterday trading at I think it reached 65. We will have a look at it. Yes, it was reaching 64, 65 yesterday, and then with the Binance this story that came that Binance being investigated by US authorities, this also hit RIOT badly, and it got from 64, 65, it dropped to 61, 62. I do believe that if Bitcoin stays just like now, it's at 59,000 US dollars till Monday pre-market, RIOT will start to reach 65, 66 very quickly in the pre-market as well. So if you ask me, is it a buy at this point, I would for sure diversify my portfolio in all those three stocks, Canaan, Mara, and RIOT. But you should always look for a dip in investing in a stock. My biggest advice to you that there will always be days when the stock that you like and is in green will dip. You cannot anticipate the market, what's going to happen to the market on the longer run. So there is always this wave of going up and then sudden wave of going down. So it's a roller coaster, especially right now. I think from now on, from April onward, when the vaccine, the new vaccine is fourth company is Novavax, I believe, is starting to release its vaccine alongside the three other companies that have already our BioNTech with Pfizer together. Then we have the one from AstraZeneca from UK, as well as Johnson and Johnson. These three companies have announced their vaccine and they're spreading it around all around the world. And the fourth company is coming now. I think when this fourth vaccine comes, as well as 1.9 trillion US dollars of the stimulus from President Biden, it's been passed. The summer is coming. Everything will open again once the corona is triumphed. So I believe that once all these things starts to balance out, the market will get to its flow again, will capture its new bullish trend, and then I believe that Bitcoin, people will have this thing in mind that you cannot trust what happened with corona. I mean, 1918, what happened with influenza, we thought that after 100 years we have everything in control, but apparently we don't. We cannot trust the governments. It's very unfortunate to say that, but it's the truth. And I think people understand that, and that's why people are believing in digital gold, in internet like platform not being centralized, a decentralized digital currency. This aspect, I do believe, yes, there is a very good chance that Bitcoin will keep on climbing, its manufacturing companies will keep on growing, and in this aspect, RIOT being a Bitcoin manufacturing leading company, I do believe RIOT will keep on climbing from this point. So yes, I would recommend when it's dipping to keep on loading up on RIOT, Canon, as well as Mara, but always do your own research. I'm doing that myself. I'm heavily invested in Canon. I have a medium level in Mara, and RIOT, I always try to trade with RIOT when I see that, okay, in the next coming days Bitcoin will try to reach its new high. I always, of course, check the correction as well. Bitcoin reaches its new high, then it gets this correction 10 to 15%. That's the time when whenever I feel like it's coming, I sell it. That's what I only do with RIOT. And the rest of the stocks from manufacturing companies, I don't do that. I just leave it, and I'm in them for 5 to 10 years. The last stock I want to talk about is Plug. It's hydrogen fuel company. Let's I'm gonna go to its detail a little bit so that you guys have a better idea. So Plug Power Inc. provides hydrogen fuel cell turnkey solution for electric mobility and stationary power market in North America and Europe. It focuses on proton exchange membrane, fuel cell and fuel processing technology, fuel cell battery hybrid technology, and related hydrogen storage and dispensing infrastructure. The company offers GenDrive hydrogen fuel PEM fuel cell system that provides power to material handling electric vehicles. GenFuel, a hydrogen fueling delivery, generation, storage, and dispensing system. So it's basically electrical equipment associated company. It has a huge demand in the future, I believe, especially if you have look at the agenda of Biden. He's talking about the green ecosystem, the green energy, the green, the solar system. All these green energy associated stocks are gonna boom. They're gonna flourish, and we saw that actually. You can see that a year ago, Plug was a penny stock. So if you look at it, June 1, not even a year ago. Here exactly, it was trading under 10, so it was trading 4 5 6 July last year. And that tells you that in the next year or two, when you have a president like Joe Biden, this stock could easily double from here. It could easily reach its new high, that will be 100. Its high was 75, 76. If we look at the analyst point of view, they are rating it as a buy, 2.1 buy, and they're giving it an average price of 63.83, with his highest being 82, and its current price is 47. So we all know there is this correction going on because of the market being in bubble the last 2 to 3, I would say, since May, June last year, once the corona invaded, and when it starts, the summer came, then the market took its bullish run. And I think for the majority of the part, the electric vehicle and the car associated companies were in a bubble, and that also of course engrailed then Plug Power as well. So in the last 2 to 3 weeks there was this massive correction which also hit Plug Power. It came down from 75 to almost 35. Yes, it was trading at exactly 36, 37, and now it is starting to get its momentum back. And I do believe that very soon, when the market gets its whole green system bullish run again, Plug Power will reach its high that was 75 and will keep on climbing beyond that, reaching and looking for its new high that could be in 100. So please do your own research, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, and if you found this video of value, hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.